Great. Well, we're very excited. The new season is upon us. It's hard to believe how quickly time goes. And, as always, I know everyone asks what are the expectations of the program, and they'll never change, be an NCAA tournament team. Last year is behind us. We learned a lot of great lessons, and we've been very forward-thinking. We learned from last year, and now our whole point is every day get better, take small baby steps, get better, get stronger, get tougher, and get ready to compete in the best conference in the nation.
You only have one freshman this year.
Yes.
What kind of advantages do you have having so many returning players?
I think the advantage of all the returning players is the fruit of our practices have been very efficient. We don't need to be in there as long, but we're getting as much done. We're advanced in our teaching. So even though we're taking one step at a time, I find when I look back at our practice plans, we're ahead of last year in that regard because we can teach quicker. And Serena Simmons, as our only freshman, she's just one, so everyone's really aware of her. But on the other hand, she has to stay up with all her big sisters. So I think her growth factor is tremendous right now.
Coach, how do you account for the loss of two starters from last year, obviously, Allison Moncrief?
Well, we had so many starting lineups last year. They were not the only two starters. I mean, if you look at it, by the end of the year, sometimes we were starting 3 sophomores and 2 freshmen. I mean, we went through too many injuries, and I hope our program never goes through that again. But on the backside of that is a lot of players got so much playing time, a lot of experience, and now, we're focused on November 14th of trying to see how that experience is going to help us one game at a time. So can't jump way ahead, but when I'm seeing in practice is players that really get it because they were put in situations last year that maybe they weren't ready for, but they had to be ready for. They put them into the fire, and now they're understanding how to practice at a much more productive. We're much more productive in practice.
Do you have an idea of what the starting 5 is going to be?
We have an idea. There's a working 7 that I have right now. I think you're looking at 3 guards that are in that working 7. I think I would like to settle in pretty early on a starting lineup. I never want to say anything's in stone, and that's the way it is for the rest of the season. But I think the earlier that I can make that decision with my staff, the better off we're going to be for a rhythm. I think there's players that are excellent at starting, and I think you need sparks off the bench. It's important that you maintain a very high level of play when we sub. And sometimes that's better used bringing experience off the bench who can maintain a high level. So we're going to probably get that decision in the next couple of days. We'll start the exhibition game with 5. We'll try another 5 in our second exhibition, and then maybe in the first 2 games. And then I think after that we're going to settle.
Coach, Angel Robinson, Nana's preseason there's a lot of expectations for her, but what are your expectations for her this year?
My expectations is that she uses all the experience that she's had over the last 2 years, and that we see that on the court. So what does that mean? That means that she has so many game minutes under her belt that she'll understand the flow of the game. When is it to run? When is it to slow down? When do we need a 3, a 2? We've worked a lot of special situations because of the amount of close games. If you looked at last year, how many close games we played in, many we won, several we lost. And so my expectations for her is that she raises the level of everyone around her, that not only is she looking to score, but she's setting up everyone else to score.
Coach, in the preseason coaches poll, your team is selected to finish 10th.
Yes.
Do you think that's an appropriate ranking? And if not, what do you need to do to surpass that ranking?
I think preseason rankings are just that. They're preseason rankings. I totally understand why people would put us 10th. We graduated Crystal Ellis. I think people look at that and say, it's your all-time leading scorer in the history of your program. We're going to drop you down. I'm more concerned with where we finish in March. And so when you ask about what does that mean, doesn't mean a whole lot. I think our players might look at it more than I do. What I look at is saying we have 13 games in non-conference to get us ready for the Big East, to show where we belong. We know that if we end in the top part of our conference, we're going to be an NCAA tournament team. Obviously, that is our goal. We don't want to just be in the middle. We want to be one of the top. When we're on the top, we know we're in the postseason in the dance. So we all are on the same page with that. We came to the Big East to be champions. We don't want to concede anything. Our goal is to try to win the Big East championship, be in the NCAA tournament. That's how I coach. That's what I believe. and how I believe every day. If I don't believe that, I shouldn't be the leader of this program. I brought these women here to be excellent. I brought them here to be champions. We have to work every day to be that. So being picked 10th in the preseason shows you the depth of our conference, how 13 out of the 16 went postseason last year, and most teams return everybody. So they're just putting in order the people that all went to postseason, and now it's our part to finish those close games that we lost. We have to win.